Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life. And here I have a great article for you guys from Light Reading. I'll leave a link to it in the description so you guys could check it out. So this is a T-Mobile network update for the events that are taking place in Vegas. So T-Mobile is the official sponsor for the Formula One race that's taking place in November. And then a few months after that event, the Super Bowl is going to take place in Vegas. So the network has to be ready for two big events. So T-Mobile is putting all of its eggs in one basket with 2.5. He stated in a 30-minute voice interview or video call with Light Reading that T-Mobile is not going to use millimeter wave to any significance at either of the events. So there might be a cell on wheel, a temporary solution where they might deploy a millimeter wave on that, but there's nothing permanent that they're deploying that will have millimeter wave on it. Macro, small cell. He made that very clear. And he did say that deploying a project and networking for a Formula One race is more challenging than it is for the Super Bowl. That's what he stated in the article. So the carrier's approach to that has involved new cell sites, but not new spectrum. So they're also not going to use the C-band or the DoD for these events. For us, it means doubling down on capacity, but also building special coverage around the paddock area, as it's called. He said that's where all the cars get served and where all the VIP booths are around the circle. When asked for details, he didn't really offer any numbers. He just gave a bit of a description. But he said we both have increased the capacity in our macro network as well as complemented it with several orders of magnitude of small cells around the track. So small cells were built, but none of them have millimeter wave. And then T-Mobile is sticking to its vendors, Nokia and Ericsson, for the events. It also continues to lease backhaul instead of buying it. That's their strategy. They're not changing that anytime soon. And then he goes on to say, however, he was specific about one thing T-Mobile isn't doing in Vegas, what they aren't doing in Vegas, and that's deploying millimeter wave. They're not deploying it for either event, according to him. They're going to stick to 2.5. So he says, we're not using millimeter wave for Formula One. There's absolutely no need. The coverage from our 2.5 spectrum in our low band is so good, and millimeter wave is limited in coverage. So interesting. So they continue sticking to that story. They don't like the millimeter wave. It presents no benefit to them. Other than maybe for fixed wireless access in the future, but they have no real plan right now to deploy it in any type of meaningful, even just a 5% into the network right now. They're not deploying it at all. They have it on some macros in some cities. That's it. They haven't expanded. They haven't put it on small cells in any meaningful way. Nothing at all. So just wanted to share that with you guys. We'll talk more about that later. Make sure you guys stay tuned for more. Like, share, subscribe. See y'all in the next one. Peace.